Good evening, Tigers. We hope you had a great break and are having a wonderful start to your semester. Welcome back to 23 News. I'm Raina Katko.
I'm Archer Cole.
And I'm Alyssa Mueller. It's time for this week's Mizzou News to Know.
It's nearly impossible to describe a traditional Mizzou experience without mentioning Greek life. A number of students craving this traditional experience found some obstacles as the fraternity and sorority rushing process moved online for this school year. 23 News reporter Trevor Larrett got the story.
Rush is a quintessential part of Greek life. Normally you'd see the streets of Greektown and Fraternity Row full of students trying to find their new homes, but this year it looked a little different due to COVID-19.
Rush was in the fall was supposed to be in person up until 2 days before formal rush was beginning, and then they kind of moved it online last second.
It was definitely strange, but I was lucky that I didn't have anything to compare it to. But I thought that the whole process was very well executed. Everyone planned it out very well. So it was still a great process. It was a lot of fun.
With online rush, there were several obstacles many houses had to overcome.
Everything being online just made it a lot more difficult to get the chapter involved in it, and also keep the rushers interested in it the whole time. It was a lot harder to develop a meaningful connection with everyone, just because it's hard to read someone when you're just looking at them through a computer screen.
If you're looking at every single chapter on this campus and you only get 2 hours with each of them to pick which one you like the most, it's kind of a difficult decision.
It was just so long. It was a good 2 days. We just sat on Zoom just all day, and it was so long, but the time periods we had with so many guys were so short that on both ends of the lines, guys who were rushing and us, trying to talk to guys, just felt burnt out. It was hard to really get that same energy that, being able to rush a fraternity is all about.
This fall, many houses are planning to have an in-person and online rush depending on circumstances.
I think we'll implement Zoom a lot more, just in general, because sometimes it's difficult to have an in-person event or a dinner or something, so it's kind of nice, a first event for guys, to post something on Instagram and be like, hey, we're having a Zoom info session, and that way they can just get together. So I think we'll use Zoom.
I think that maybe having longer parties would maybe make it better, just so that you get to talk to more girls in the house and you get to connect on a different level with some other girls.
I hope it's in person next year. It makes it a lot easier, makes it a lot more fun.
I know that the IFC RecruitmentChair said that he's planning for it to be in person, but they're also planning for it to be online. I know that I'd like it to be in person, but with the circumstances, you can't always make that happen.
From MUTV, I'm Trevor Larrett.
What comes to mind when you think of being civically engaged? Is it difficult trying to think of something besides voting? Thankfully, the Associated Students of the University of Missouri, or ASUM, have already done the hard work figuring this out. One of the ways that they are encouraging civic engagement is through a civility challenge. 23 News reporter Dominique Hodge has the story.
ASUM members dedicate their time and effort into making sure students are civically engaged where they can be, through meetings, outreach, and having open arms for anyone looking to get involved. This semester, ASUM is focusing on local government and ways for people on campus to get involved beyond voting. ASUM President Bailey Martin is excited about upcoming ASUM events like the Civility Challenge. Participants are paired up with someone with a different political affiliation in a 30 to 40 minute open meeting to discuss their beliefs. Martin quickly shuts down the idea that this challenge is meant to change the way people think.
Not really to get you to concede on what you believe, but to foster some sort of understanding with the other person, which is so valuable and really a central foundational belief that ASUM has is, working together to create substantive change. And you need people of all parties and backgrounds to be able to get that to work.
ASUM volunteer Matthew Bozeman communicates the importance of events like the Civility Challenge happening on campus. They really get to the root of what chapters like ASUM are trying to accomplish.
I think the Civility Challenge is just really, really important. I think right now as a society, there's a lot of division and a lot of not listening to one another, and the way that we make progress is to work together and to listen. So I think that this is just an amazing way to open the door for really important conversations across the aisle.
If you are interested in being a part of the Civility Challenge, Beyond the Vote, and other ASUM events, feel free to contact ASUM through Twitter, Facebook, or ask about these opportunities at their stations in the Student Center. Reporting for MUTV 23 News, I'm Dominique Hodge.
Thanks, Dominique, for covering this story. The Campus Activities Programming Board has taken free gifts to a whole new level. Each week, students can visit the Shack to pick up activity kits with goodies ranging from simple snacks to DIY kits. 23 News reporter Cam Madrano has the story.
Each week, you'll find members of the Campus Activities Programming Board at the Student Center handing out various activity kits. This is a part of an effort that started last semester to offer students a safe alternative to community activity events due to COVID-19 restrictions. Keri Gottberg is one of the daytime programming chairs for the board and says creating these kits gives students a way to feel included and involved on campus.
We were kind of brainstorming like, okay, we want to make sure people on campus are still able to get involved and kind of have a positive relationship with their community, with, campus activities and things like that. So just kind of including little crafts or snacks where people can enjoy things, with their roommate, just a little bit more relaxed and something to do.
According to Gottberg, the activities team makes about 300 kits a week. These can range from holiday DIY kits to various snacks. Kits are available on Thursdays and Fridays from 11 to 3 at the Shack.
But I love it, when people walk by and they get excited about it. And I love whenever people a lot of times on Instagram or Twitter send us their craft when it's complete. And I love seeing those just because everything turns out so cute. They do it way better than I could. So.
For more updates, you can follow StufftoDo MU on Twitter and Instagram. Cam Madrano, MUTV 23 News.
Thanks, Cam, for covering this story. Ever since 2015, the Division of Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity hosts an annual Focus on Africa event. This year, the IDE office worked with the MU Africa Hub to sponsor this event. To learn more information, head to our website to read 23 News reporter Devin Bijou's web story.
That's all we have for tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in to our show. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at MUTV2030. I'm Archer Cole.
I'm Alyssa Mueller.
I'm Raina Katko. Have a great night, Tigers.